It's like we we love when somebody can get on stage or on the screen and perform their heart out and make us feel it so deeply. But what I don't see is, as a society, culture, all that, that we're offering the same compassion and care to these people. And I think there's also this for some people there's a sense of like, oh, you they like it when famous people or celebrities are in trouble because they're like, oh, well, guess it's not so great to be so rich after all, or all of that, whatever. And for the people who have worked so hard to pour their love of the craft of acting on stage, to then feel, all of the same things you and I feel, but to have that level of sensitivity on stage, think of what their heightened sensitivity is. Being a highly sensitive person, I can relate in that way of like, the world isn't easy to walk through for a highly sensitive person. And if you're in a field like acting that demands so much of you, that expects so much performing all of the time. It's not just when you're on camera, but it's when you're doing interviews afterwards or before, or it's like, can you even go shopping or whatever without there always being somebody who's looking to see what you're doing. And of course, I can imagine the people not in this industry being like, well, that's the price you pay. You want to be famous, that's the price you pay. But why? Why did we decide that's the price you pay? Why did we decide that if you're going to reach a level of acclaim because you're so good, that you also have to lose privacy? That also people don't treat you with dignity anymore? That people act like you owe them everything? I don't think that's fair at all. But that's this underlying values that just like ripples through society, and these unspoken beliefs, or often spoken. It's like I can be naming them and you've either probably heard it or thought it or both. And I don't think that's fair. And it's not just like life should be fair, but what other professions do we have this attitude of, well, if you want to be that great, then you got to give all of this? It's like, oh, you want to be such a great doctor, then, or such a great lawyer. Other people that are having this high caliber, we're not acting like then society just has carte blanche reason to treat them however we want and demand everything from them. And yet, this one field, this one industry, we act like they owe us everything. And we don't. And so I work with actors, actresses, performers, entertainers, musicians, one on one. I work with them to help them find the ways within that you're not giving everything to everyone all the time in an industry that demands it. So that's one side of my work. The other side, if you're listening to this and you're like, I'm not an actor, I'm planting the seed for you because I want us to start changing how we treat people in this industry. To be in the performing arts does not mean you've given up everything and now everyone gets a piece of you and you never get to turn off and you never get anything for yourself. And I'm speaking in extremes here, but that is pretty much how these things run. Literally baked within theater or performance is the show must go on. And I get that. Like, I get that it felt that way, but now there are so many other ways that it keeps pervading this, and I feel like we're destroying all of these amazing, beautiful, sensitive people who are letting us feel and see things that make us feel seen. And it's time we let them feel seen. It's time we give them the love and appreciation and support back that they're giving us. They're performing and acting in a way that their humanity can deeply touch our lives. And so I want society to start shifting and deeply honoring their humanity, because they deserve it. And they're not in a system that structures that now. And ironically, also, the people who do structure it, or who create, riders and like barriers to access to them and all of this, then there's this whole kind of underlying belief of like, oh, you think you're so special. Or it's like this attitude of them putting on airs or whatnot. And it's like they're trying to live their lives and protect their instrument, protect their being, which is the one that performs. And we, those of us who aren't on stage, need to be respecting that, having gratitude for that, and honoring that. Let me know what you think.